If you're looking to replace your interactive whiteboards, are your projectors failing and you're having to replace the bulbs all the time? Are your maintenance costs going through the roof for your existing interactive whiteboards and projectors? Well, we can help. Hi, I'm Andy from TouchIT Technologies, and I'd like to invite you to a personal webinar where I can show you all about the hardware and the software that we have with our interactive LEDs. So if you'd like that, there's a button underneath this video that you can click on and schedule that with us. Now, let's get going and have a look at why you should replace your interactive whiteboards and projectors in the classroom. Okay, reason number one, there's no shadow. As you can see, the image is coming from behind me, so even if you had an ultra short throw projector coming from above to your interactive whiteboard, there would have been some kind of a shadow. You just don't get that with an interactive flat panel. Reason number two, there's no drivers or calibration required, and this was always a huge issue with any of the interactive whiteboards. You'd get your computer, you'd plug in your cables, and then, oh dear, you've got no drivers, so you have to go and get IT to come and try and install it. It's a huge barrier to use. So with the interactive flat panel, there is no driver, there is no calibration. You can just plug in your HDMI and your USB and away you go. Perfect. Okay, number three, there's nothing to maintain. So unlike your projector where you've got to clean the filters periodically, there's nothing like that with an interactive flat panel. Apart from a damp cloth on the screen to remove any fingerprints, you're good to go. So there's nothing to maintain with your interactive flat panel. Number four, total cost of ownership. Okay, so the total cost of ownership of an interactive flat panel is much less than the total cost of ownership of a whiteboard and a projector combination. So let's look at how long this kind of product actually lasts. Well, our TouchIT Repeat will last for somewhere in the region of 50,000 hours. So if you take that 50,000 hours, you then break it down to 8 hours a day, maybe let's go for 12 hours a day, 7 days a week. You do the math, that's 11 years of usefulness out of the product. Okay, so it's a lot longer than your projector and your whiteboard combination. Now, if you think how many times you would have had to replace that bulb for that projector over the same kind of period, so let's say a bulb lasts 1,000 hours. I'm going to need 50 bulbs. Bulbs cost $100, $150. That's huge amounts of money, okay? So the total cost of ownership of the interactive flat panel is much, much less. Number five is with an interactive flat panel, it's a much, much easier installation. So think of your TV at home. You have a simple wall bracket that goes onto the wall and you hang your TV on that bracket. The most basic installation of the interactive flat panel is exactly the same. And to give you an idea, we even include the wall mount with the TouchIT Repeat behind me. So it's a really, really easy installation. You've got none of this configuring a projector to make sure the image is nice and square. None of that with the interactive flat panel. Now, of course, there are height adjustable wall mounts available that are a little bit trickier to put together, but again, they are much easier than the interactive whiteboard and the projector installation. Number six is the software packages that come. So for example, the TouchIT Repeat, it comes with an app store that's full of hundreds and hundreds of free apps. We don't want you to have to pay for content. It comes with Contribute Cloud software, which is our free collaboration, annotation, learning gamification, casting, multicasting. It can do all of that in one piece of software that's totally free. And of course, you've got the onboard Android system, so that means that you don't need to make use of a computer if you don't want to. So the software package is really, really important and much more advanced than with any of the interactive whiteboards. And finally, number seven, the seventh reason why you should replace your interactive whiteboard and projector with a flat panel is because it's really about the overall package. And by overall package, I mean the hardware, the software that we've mentioned, and all of this is backed up with a 3-year on-site warranty, so you've got that service element in there as well. And finally, you've got that training and professional development that we offer at TouchIT Technologies. We have a whole host of online material. We come out to your schools and do that professional training in the classroom as well. So it's really, really important that once you've invested in this kit, that you can make use of it. So it's the final reason that you should replace your interactive whiteboards. So if you've liked this video, please do subscribe to our YouTube channel. The link is above here, and you can watch the next video by clicking on the link at the bottom. Hope to see you on a webinar soon.